Imagine a room where the air is so heavy with the scent of sandalwood and expensive scotch that it feels like velvet. There, in the dim light of a high-rise penthouse, sits Alex Volkov. He is a man carved from the coldest marble, a billionaire with the face of a god and the conscience of a ghost. His eyes don't just look at you, they calculate your worth, your weaknesses, and the quickest way to dismantle you. He is a man who died 20 years ago, on the night his family's blood painted the floor of his childhood home. Since then, he hasn't been a man. He has been a weapon. Now, imagine the sound of a camera shutter. The smell of jasmine after a spring rain. That is Ava Chen. She is the literal break of dawn in a world that Alex has kept in perpetual midnight. She is vibrant, stubborn, and carries a camera like a shield to capture the beauty she's afraid she might forget. This is Twisted Love by Ana Huang. It isn't a story about a girl falling for a bad boy. It is a story about a girl falling for a predator, only to realize she might be the only thing he's ever truly been afraid of losing. The story begins with a fracture. Ava's brother, Josh, the only person who anchors her to a past she can barely remember, is leaving for a year-long medical mission. He is the guardian of her secrets, the one who knows why she shudders at the sight of deep water and why her memory has holes large enough to fall through. Fearing for her safety, Josh makes a pact with the only man he deems more dangerous than any threat Ava could face, his best friend, Alex. Alex moves into the house next door, and suddenly, Ava is under a microscope. He is a silent, towering presence. He watches her from the shadows of her driveway, he listens to the rhythm of her life through shared walls. But this isn't a favor for a friend. Alex Volkov doesn't do favors. He is there because Ava's father, Michael Chen, is the final ghost Alex needs to exorcise to complete his 20-year vendetta. Ava is his leverage. She is the daughter of the man who ruined his life, and Alex intends to use her until there is nothing left. But as the weeks stretch into months, the ice begins to bleed. Ava is a creature of sunlight, but she is haunted by the blackouts, the suffocating feeling of drowning in silent, cold water. When her screams shatter the midnight quiet, it is Alex who breaks down her door. He doesn't offer hollow comfort. He offers his own darkness to swallow hers. In those quiet hours, the grumpy ex-sunshine trope dissolves into something far more primal. Alex begins to realize that Ava isn't just a pawn. She is a mirror. When she looks at him, she doesn't see the billionaire or the monster, she sees a man who is lonely. And for a sociopath, being seen is the most dangerous thing in the world. His protectiveness turns feral. It's no longer about his revenge, it's about anyone who dares to touch what is his. The air between them vibrates with the tension of a wire about to snap. Point happens in the darkroom, bathed in the sinister, red glow of the developing lights. Ava captures Alex through her lens, stripping away his tailored suits and corporate masks. In that moment, the predator and the prey change places. Their first encounter is a starving collision, a desperate, jagged joining of two souls that should never have touched. Alex's love is twisted because it is obsessive. He tells her, "I don't have a heart, Ava. I have a void." But as he holds her, it becomes clear that the void is finally being filled by the girl who isn't afraid of the dark. They fall into a secret, high-stakes affair, a dance on the edge of a jagged blade, hidden from the world and the brother who trusted them both. Then, the sky falls. The truth about Ava's past is a horror story written in blood. We learn that her accidental drowning as a child was an attempted murder, orchestrated by her own father, Michael Chen. But the betrayal that truly shatters the soul? Alex knew. He had been documenting every sin of the Chen family, using his intimacy with Ava to sharpen the knife he intended to plunge into her father's back. The moment Ava realizes that the man who held her while she cried was the same man using her as a human shield for his vengeance, her world doesn't just break, it incinerates. The light in her eyes goes out. She leaves him in the wreckage of his own cold-blooded calculations. For the first time in 20 years, the man who felt nothing feels the physical, agonizing weight of a heart breaking. He won his revenge, but he lost the only reason he had to stay alive. The final act is a brutal, beautiful journey of atonement. Alex Volkov, a man who bows to no one, is brought to his knees by the absence of her light. He doesn't just apologize, he dismantles his life. He follows her across the ocean to London. He buys the silence of his enemies to keep her safe. He writes a letter for every single day they were apart, pouring his blackened soul onto paper because he can no longer breathe without her. He proves that while he was born in the shadows, he will burn the entire world down just to keep her in the sun. He doesn't seek forgiveness, he earns it through a slow, painful transformation. He realizes that revenge is a hollow victory if Ava isn't there to witness his life. He isn't just a monster anymore, he is her monster. As the credits roll on Twisted Love, we are left with a haunting question: can a love born in a graveyard of secrets ever truly survive? Alex and Ava's story is a reminder that the strongest hearts aren't the ones that never break, but the ones that are forged back together in the fire. It is a possessive, breathtaking, and deeply emotional ride that paved the way for the entire Twisted series. So, was Alex's redemption enough? Or was his betrayal too deep to ever truly heal? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't go anywhere, because next time, we enter the world of bodyguards and forbidden royalty in Twisted Games.